Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bakersfield College Renegade Virtual Fitness. We are starting our week off on the right path with Kelsey leading us through a nice yoga flow today. So grab your mats, grab that water. Let's get our heads right and get started with our Monday flow. Thank you, Kelsey.
Thanks, Casey. Morning, guys. Let's go ahead and get into a nice, comfortable seated position in the center of our mat, just to really open up the space and set in our intentions for today's flow. So taking a deep breath in and lining up the spine, closing the eyes here, exhaling out, creating some awareness in the body, rolling the shoulders back, inhaling up through the ribs, up to the chest, and exhaling down between the ribs to the belly. Setting your intentions for today as we are probably most likely all of us are kicking off into our finals week, letting go of any of that stress, any of that tension we're holding. Deep inhales and exhaling out of the mouth. One last time, inhaling and exhaling out. Swiveling over our body into the center, facing forward into our mat. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, bringing the hands behind us, interlacing the hands, extending out the arms, opening up the chest cavity, stretching out the shoulders. Maybe even bringing the neck and the head down, chin close to the chest. Maybe even gazing up a little bit up. Gazing up to the sky and bringing the chin down. And letting go of your fingers, bringing them back to your center. Go ahead and bring the right hand behind your sit bone and bringing the left hand onto the right knee and gently taking a twist here. Every inhale and exhale, gently twisting the spine. And gently coming back to center. Inhaling up, bringing that left hand behind you, right hand onto that left knee, gently twisting. Making sure we're not creating any tension in the neck, but bringing in some flexibility and fluidity into the spine. And gently coming back to center, taking a few sitting cat and cow poses here. Inhaling, arching the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, tucking in the navel close to the spine here. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, rounding the spine again. 2 more times here. Inhale. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Before bringing the hands, grounding onto the mat, untucking the legs, coming into your plank position, pushing the hips up to the sky, into your downward facing dog here, maybe even walking your dog, stretching out the calves. Grounding the fingers and the palms onto your mat. Maybe gazing at the big toes. Maybe if you like, you can stay here, maybe even switch from side to side. Beautiful. Inhale, sweeping the right leg up to the sky. And bending that knee and placing it to the foot right in between the hands, grounding down the left knee, sweeping up the hands up to the sky here into your low crescent lunge, pushing that hip right in front, feeling that hip flexor stretch. And even exhale, go ahead and bring the hands behind you, arch the spine, pushing, extending the arms out. Inhale, gazing up towards the sky. Slight back bend, nothing too intense. Keeping those toes tucked in. And gently exhale, go ahead. Extending the arms out, so we still have them interlaced. Go ahead and bring down that shoulder blade onto that right knee, and go ahead and bring the hands right above you. Really opening up and creating a space into the upper body at the same time, challenging yourself, grounding ourselves through the lower body. Deep inhales for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Go ahead and bring the hands back down. Letting go of those interlaced fingers, sweeping the hands back up, micro bending the back, windmill the arms back down, grounding them, tucking the toes, bringing that left knee, bring that right foot to the left, pushing your hips back up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeping that right leg up to the sky. Inhale, bringing that right or left foot down, grounding your right knee, keeping the toes tucked, sweep the hands back up. Beautiful. Deep breaths. Making sure that knee is about 90-degree angle. Exhale, go ahead, interlace the fingers one more time, extending the arms, really open up the chest. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring that left shoulder onto that left knee. Beautiful. Gazing at the toes, maybe gazing at the mat, concentrate right here, opening up the upper body. Inhale for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently rolling yourself back up, letting go of the fingertips, sweep the hands up, micro bend the back. Go ahead and grounding the hands back onto your mat here, lifting up the right knee, bringing the left foot to meet the right. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana, bend those elbows, keep the toes flat, lifting up, thighs off the mat right here. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Into your upward facing dog, tuck the toes, push back into your downward facing dog. Letting go of that tension you're holding into the upper body, letting go, resting the neck as you gaze at the big toes here. Now walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat, staying into your forward fold here, bring over onto the ankles. Maybe even bending the elbows here as you can pull yourself nice and gently from your nose to the knees. Remember, hinging at the hips, feeling the hamstring stretch right here. Letting the neck hang there. Deep breaths for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Go ahead and ground the hands back down onto the fingertips. Inhale into your halfway lift, lengthening the spine here. Exhale, forward fold back again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, hands and palms together, hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start into our warm-ups, into our sun salutation A. We'll go ahead into 5 rounds with that. Go ahead and bring the hands and feet together, big toes together, standing nice and tall into your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, or jump to the back of your mat into your plank position, shifting the shoulders forward. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend the elbows, pushing up into upward facing dog. Round the back, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Bending the knees, coming up onto the tippy toes, gazing forward at the thumbs, floating at the top or maybe walking up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center. Samasthiti, hands to the side. 2 more times, or sorry, 4 more times. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, or jump. Leaning forward over into your Chaturanga Dandasana, coming in, pushing up into your upward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Roll the toes back. Downward facing dog. Now, option of walking, stepping, or floating. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center. Samasthiti, hands to the side. Third round, inhale, sweeping the hands up. Nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Walk, step, or jump. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Pushing back. Downward facing dog. Walk, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Samasthiti, hands to heart center. Okay, 2 more rounds, guys. We got this right here. We're gonna go a little bit faster in these next 2, just back to back. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Jumping back, taking your Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing up into upward facing dog, pushing the hips back, downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Last one. Inhale. Hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Jumping back into your plank. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Pushing up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Good. Go ahead and get some water. Catch your breath a little bit if you need to. And we'll go ahead into our sun salutation via 5 rounds. This one, we'll go ahead whenever you're ready, meeting at the top of your mat. Big toes together. Coming up, sweeping the hands up into your chair posture, tailbone tucking in, and the navel close into the spine. Really spreading out the fingertips here. Shoulders away from the ears again. Inhale. Exhale, come in a little bit deeper. Knees are nice and straight, parallel to the mat. It's very important. We want to protect the knees together. On your inhale and exhale, we'll go ahead, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk, step, or jump to the back of the mat. Taking your Chaturanga Dandasana into your upward facing dog. Pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeping that right foot up. Exhale, coming into, planting it right in between, 45-degree angle with the left foot. Sweeping the hands up, warrior 1. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands back down, bringing that right foot to meet the left. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale, sweeping that right leg up to the sky, floating in between, grounding it down, right foot coming up to your 45, to your warrior 1. As you exhale, go ahead, grounding the hands back down, left foot to meet the right, taking your Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing up, downward facing dog. Taking a breath, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Samasthiti, hands to heart center. All right. About 4 more rounds of that. We'll go into it We'll do the second one a little bit slower, just in case if you went a little too fast this first time. Big toes together, inhale into your chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana into upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky, grounding it in between the hands into your warrior one. On your exhale, go ahead and ground the hands back down. Bring that right foot to meet the left. Take your Chaturanga, pushing up into upward facing dog. Pushing it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that left leg up to the sky, nice and high. Bending that knee, grounding it down, warrior one. On your exhale, go ahead, ground the hands back down. Bring that left foot to meet that right. Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center. Samasasiti. All right, 3 more rounds into our warm-ups. We'll go a little bit faster on these last 3. Okay, back into our chair posture, Uttanasana. Pushing up, bringing our navel close to the spine, spreading the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come back into plank. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up to the sky, bringing it through, warrior one. Exhale, ground the hands back down, bring that right to meet the left. Take your Chaturanga, pushing up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeping the right leg up to the sky, grounding it through, warrior one. Exhale, ground the hands back down, coming back into your plank. Take your Chaturanga, pushing up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gazing at the thumbs, walk, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center, Samasasiti. Hope you guys are doing okay on the other side. 2 more rounds. Coming back into your mountain pose, going up into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walking back into your plank position. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up, bringing it through into your warrior one. Exhale, windmill, bring back the arms down. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Take your Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that left leg up to the sky, grounding it through, coming up into your warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Plank into your Chaturanga. Micro bend those elbows, pushing them up into upward facing dog. Roll the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Go ahead, gazing up forward. Either walk, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Samasasiti. Bringing the hands back to the side. I believe we got 2 more, right? Correct. Inhale, back into your chair. We're almost there, guys. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, or jump back. Take your Chaturanga. Pushing up into upward facing dog. Exhale, roll the toes back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, bringing it through, coming up into your warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands back down, back into your plank. Bend the elbows, coming up, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up nice and high above the sky, grounding it through. Warrior one. Inhale, ground the hands back to your mat. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Bend the elbows, coming up, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Gazing up to the thumbs, either walk, step, or float to the very top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center. Samasasiti. Hands to the side. Beautiful, guys. Go ahead and get some water a little bit. Catch your breath. I'm going to get mine too. Now that we've done a full 5 rounds of both sun salutations, we're going to go ahead back into our chair posture. So again, here, big toes together, knees are nice and straight, parallel to the mat. As you sweep the hands back up, we're tucking in the tailbone in. Don't want anything of like of a duck butt. Navel nice, close to the spine here. Core is nice engaged, chest is lifted. Fingers are nice and spread. All the energy is pushing through at the very top. Deep inhales, and as you exhale, let's ground in a little bit deeper here. Deep breaths for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Go ahead, bring the hands to heart center here. Taking a twist, bringing the right elbow to meet the left knee right here. Opening up and creating this space with the elbows here. We don't want to make sure they're collapsed or bringing down. We want to have everything in the body engaged. Maybe even gazing up to the sky for a challenge, or if you feel like you need a little bit more support, go ahead and gaze down at the toes. And if you would like to take another variation, go ahead and open the hands up, nice and straight. Maybe even gazing up to the sky here. Deep breaths, coming back to center, bring the hands to heart prayer, coming back into your neutral position. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, go ahead, bring the hands back to center. Taking your twist, right elbow to meet, or left elbow to meet the right knee. Gazing up at the sky again. If you feel your quads burning, that's okay. Mine are burning too. Making sure we're keeping those knees nice and straight together. Maybe again, taking that variation, opening the hands here. Deep breaths. Creating that space, opening the arms, shooting all that pain, all that energy. Exhale, go ahead and bring the hands back to center, coming into neutral. Inhale, bring the hands back up into the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe even opening some space between the feet, about 2/5 apart. Let's go ahead and grab opposite elbow here. Coming into ragdoll, swaying from side to side. If you can't extend the legs all the way, go ahead and bend the knees, resting the belly on top of the thighs here. Deep inhales. Take this time as much as you need to rest the neck. Letting go of any tension and stress, maybe some deep worries as we're finishing off our finals week and also starting this new week here at the same time. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and let go of the opposite elbows, bringing the hands and the fingertips onto the mat. Lengthening the spine, coming into your halfway lift, gazing forward. Deep breath, exhale, forward fold. Letting go. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, breathe out, let it go. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and gently coming up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, painting the hands on top of the thighs, rolling the body here up, lengthening the spine, rolling the shoulders back, coming back onto the top and the base of our mat here. Bringing the palms facing forward. Take a deep breath. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Interlace the fingers, pointing both of the index fingers to the top. Exhale, lean to one side. Maybe preferably the right. Stretching the side. Exhale, come back to your neutral position. As you inhale, exhale, come to the left. Bending the side part of the body. Beautiful. Take deep breaths here, nice and easy. Bring awareness. And as you exhale, come back into neutral. And exhale, bring the hands back down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and stand into our standing sequence here. Go ahead and just maybe even walk and pedal out the feet right here. We're going to do a lot bit of grounding. So either if you want to start preferably with the left, let's go ahead and ground all the corner points of our feet. So you really want to feel the sides of both from the pinky end to the big toes into the heel, grounding down. With your right foot, go ahead and create a nice kickstand against that ankle and gently come up onto the calf if that feels comfortable for you. And if you like another variation, go ahead and coming up, bringing in that right foot, tucking into the inner thigh. Let me go ahead and face this way for you guys, just so we can really see how we're doing. So as we're grounding, we shouldn't have any wobbling sensation. So whatever feels comfortable for you, extending out that inner thigh into our tree pose. Inhaling, sweeping the hands up. Exhale, either bringing the hands to heart center or even cactusing the arms, spreading out the fingertips, really engaging the shoulder blades here. Our cactus should be a nice L formation. And here what really helps is when we look at something that really helps us engage our drashti. Our drashti is our focus. And that is what we are wanting to bring all the energy towards. Taking a deep breath for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back down, gently coming back, grounding your foot right here, and just shaking it off. We'll go ahead and switch over to our right side, grounding all 3 corners from the big toe to our pinky down to the heel. And remember, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you feel that you want to stay in kickstand, that's okay. If you want to take it up to the calf, that's fine. Just make sure we're not putting any pressure onto the inner thigh. We really want to protect that knee. So let's go ahead and bring that left foot into the inner right thigh. Bringing the hands up. And again, either hands to heart center right here or cactusing the arms into this nice tree posture here. Remember, energy goes where energy flows. So if you feel that you need some grounding, this is a great posture. If you feel like you needed to work on your balance and bring in more focus, this is also beneficial too. Deep breaths for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, gently letting go of that inner foot into the inner thigh. Bringing it back down, shaking it off here. Now facing back and to the top of our center of our mat here. Let's go ahead and bring up your left knee up right here in front of you, bringing it back, hooking onto your foot around the ankle, keeping it nice and flexed. Again, we're grounding through the right foot. Inhale, sweep that right hand up. Maybe even taking a mudra, bringing the pinky or the index finger and the thumb together, leaning forward. And at the same time, we're bringing up our foot. And you want to micro bend that knee here. We're not extending it all the way. We want to ground through into this dancer pose here. And if you would like another variation, if this is in your practice, let's go ahead and tuck that foot into the elbow. Bring it up, bring that right hand up, hooking up onto the fingertips, opening up. Beautiful, and extending the full body out, opening down. Really have to ground down right here. Now switching over to the left side again. Bringing that right knee up, bringing it back, hooking onto the ankle, sweeping that left hand up to the sky, leaning in forward, at the same time bringing up that right foot up to the sky. Again, practice makes perfect as we come up and try again. Again, here we're focusing our drishti. So right now I'm really looking at a moth and focusing on right there, just to make sure we're challenging our balance. Deep inhales, bring that foot as high as you can here. And gently exhale, coming back to neutral into your position, letting go of that foot and shaking it off. Beautiful. Go ahead and get some water a little bit, and we'll come back onto the top of our mat. Shaking it off, maybe walking the toes, maybe even taking a few counterclockwise rotations on around the ankles. It's a lot of standing sequence and balances there. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming back into your plank position, down onto the knees, pushing back into your child's pose, maybe even widening the knees apart from side to side of your mat, extending the fingertips. Make sure the forearms are not grounding onto the mat, but go ahead and ground the forehead. Taking a few deep breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling out, letting go of any pressure that you're feeling. Gently walking your hands back up. Bringing the knees together, swiveling over the feet. Coming up into bending the knees and rolling your vertebrae one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly, as we come into our next sequence of our bridge posture. And from bridge, we will go ahead and it's warming up into our wheel pose. So if it's in your practice, we'll go ahead and do a few variations of wheel. So making sure that the hands are nice and grounded here, shoulder blades are not super intense and tight. I'm going to make sure that the fingers are being able to touch the heels. And the feet are nice and straight. We're not extending them out sideways or inner. We want to make sure they're nice and parallel. So once you are able to touch your heels, we're going to go ahead and ground the hands. Inhaling, lifting up the pelvis, pushing up into our bridge posture here. And if you like, walk the shoulders back behind you, interlace the fingers, extending the hands out and the elbows. This is also so very beneficial for the heart chakra and opening the shoulders and the heart. Taking a deep inhale, lifting with the glutes here. Exhale, letting go. If you interlace the fingers, gently bringing it back down. Now, option to do bridge again, or if it's in your practice, into wheel. We'll bring the hands right by the ears, fingertips facing down. Inhale, pushing your body up into your wheel posture, extending the heart out, pushing out and extending the feet as much as possible. Here into your wheel and letting go, letting the neck rest. Now, if this is also another variation, extending and kicking up your leg up to the sky into your one-legged wheel. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, bringing the leg down, gently coming down with the crown of your head and to the base of your neck, down to the shoulder blades, one vertebrae at a time, gently coming back down. Once you feel that your sacrum has gently matched to the ground of your mat, bringing the hands down and gently swiveling the feet and the legs. Maybe even hugging the knees, massaging that lower back. Nice and easy. Deep breaths. And bring the knees back down. Now extending the whole body out here into our fish pose, bringing the hands right underneath the glutes. And from here, you will go ahead and bend the elbows, pushing your chest up, extending and lengthening with the crown. So we're onto the crown of our head here, pushing out the heart, using our forearms for stability, extending out the toes, engaging the whole body, engaging the core here. Staying here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently letting go, coming back into your neutral position, untucking the hands from underneath the glutes, bringing the knees together, hugging and rotating from side to side. Deep breaths. Calming back down, using your 2 peace fingers, go ahead and grab onto the big toes or maybe onto the soles of the feet and coming into your happy baby posture. Rotating, massaging the back, staying here, whatever feels comfortable for you. Staying here for 5, for 4, for 3. Last 2 rotates for 2. And for 1, bringing the knees together. And go ahead and rotating them to the left side, stacking them on top of each other, gazing over the right shoulder, maybe even at the right palm. Extending maybe your hands out into the supine twist. Beautiful. Gently coming back to center. Stacking the knees over to the right side, gently gazing over to the left. Inhale and exhaling out. Thank your body for any of those fun little challenges and inversions you did today. Gently coming back into neutral. Hug the body, hug the hands, wrap the shins nice and close to the body right here. And take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and extend the full body out into your final Shavasana posture. Letting the hands rest wherever they might fall. Letting go of any tension that you're holding still from the base of your tongue and throat. Letting go of any tension you're holding into the shoulder blades. Opening the hands and palms up to the sky. And resting the mind, letting go of any worries. Thanking yourself for taking this moment out of your day into coming into mindfulness. Come back into your stillness. And listen to the sounds that are in your space. Gently wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, maybe even fluttering the eyes back open, hugging in the knees, bringing them close to the body, to the chest, rocking from side to side, gently rolling up to the base for 1, 2, and 3 into a comfortable sitting position, swiveling your body over. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, coming into a nice length position with the spine. Inhaling, sweep the hands up. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Thanking you for joining me on this lovely Monday morning, afternoon, into a lovely vinyasa flow. Sending you nothing but blessings and positive vibes as you guys conquer your finals. Sending you love and light. Namaste.
Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, everyone. Please join us all throughout this week for our final week of virtual fitness classes. We have them every day, 12 o'clock. So join us again tomorrow, and then we'll finish out this week with Kelsey again Friday afternoon. Have a great day, guys.